Hello, Hastings. Welcome to another In Studio. I'm Tom Wright, and back with us is our friends from Lumin Theater Lab, Libby Waslick, a co-founder. And this time around, Libby, I see you brought a friend with you.
It's Kailyn.
Kailyn Weber, yes, the other co-founder.
Yes.
Yes.
And my best friend.
Oh.
I'm not her best friend.
Oh boy. Do we need to talk about this?
I didn't mean to get so serious
sit down?
so fast.
I do have a notepad. I can't.
Are you a licensed mediator?
I'm close enough. Close enough. Close enough. So let's talk about this play. You guys have your second production coming up, May 11th to 13th, Escape from Happiness.
Yes.
And so we're here to talk about that play. But before we get into it, Kailyn, since this is your first time, I'd love to introduce you to our audience there and hear your story. Where'd you grow up and all that?
Right here. I'm actually like fourth generation from Hastings, so we didn't go very far. And
As you shouldn't. It's
right,
an awesome
it's
place.
an amazing place. So I still have people coming to tell me that they went to my great-grandfather's shoe repair shop that was downtown, so it's kind of cool.
How are you at shoe repair?
Oh boy, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I repair all my own
Cobbles
shoes.
in her sleep.
Yes,
She
it is a
doesn't
problem.
even mean to.
Sleep cobbling. Yeah.
Okay, I better write that down.
Sleep cobbling, yes. Yeah, so I grew up here. I went to school here, not in this building, obviously. I'm too old for this building, but, and I did mostly music in high school. I was in all the musicals, but in the pit. And I always wanted to be on stage, but I was painfully shy and quiet, so even when I auditioned, they couldn't hear me. So in 2011, when I saw auditions for Oklahoma, I actually went to school with Andy. I'm a few years younger than him. I thought, well, here's my chance. And so I've been doing it ever since, I guess. Can't get rid of me. Yep, and then, so.
Then along came Lumin Theater, and again, you were the co-founder.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting deal. So let's talk about the play, Escape from Happiness, your second production, a full show, I understand.
Yeah, that's our first full-length show. Yeah.
That's awesome. So tell me, Libby, your turn. Tell us the story on how you guys decided on Escape from Happiness.
Well, we are a collaborative group, so we all had input on what this show should be. We read a few plays, and we chose this one partly because of the tone and kind of level of complexity of a lot of the characters, because we all really wanted opportunities to explore some challenging and just deep roles, and this show offers that, but it's also hilarious. So I mean, it's laugh your face off funny.
Awesome.
Yeah, our biggest problem right now is we keep breaking and having to stop rehearsal.
Yeah, because we're all we're all laughing so hard.
Do you know who wrote it? Like the back, like when it came out, that kind of thing.
It's by George Walker, Canadian playwright. I guess Canadians would call like Neil Simon the George Walker of America, maybe.
Nice.
With more swearing.
With more swearing.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think it came out in the 80s.
Sounds right. I don't know if I ever looked.
Was there a lot of A's in the line?
There
in the dialogue?
are.
Actually.
Oh, there are.
It's legit.
Wow, I want to
Canadians
see it
say
now.
A,
You got me
and
sold.
They write it into their plays. That's how prolific A is in Canada.
Well, Strange Brew, the movie. I mean, that's why that movie made it, I think. All right. So, Escape from Happiness. Let's go back to you, Kailyn, on this, on what it's about. So what is the story?
Sure. I think our best description is it's a dark comedy about a dysfunctional family. Yeah. I think that's about as close as we can get. It's a very odd feeling to it because it's just, they're kind of ridiculous people. They react strangely, and in some ways not so strangely. It's kind of, a lot of it's very relatable, even though it's very odd, I guess. There's a lot of like there's some twists and some sort of crossover characters, and it's there's always something new happening. Just when you're like, okay, that's as big as weird as this can get, someone else comes in.
Nice.
Dark comedy. And
it reminds me a lot of Silver Linings Playbook, that movie that came out with Jennifer Lawrence, and what's his face? Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, what's his face? You're just doing that because your husband's watching right now. What's his face? I don't even know.
Some mediocre looking man.
Totally. Oh, that's funny. Is it more like a dry humor kind of comedy, or is it more physical comedy, or a mix of both?
It's everything.
Yeah, there's definitely physical comedy. There's, but there's also a lot of heart, I guess. There's some very sentimental moments, and they all love each other. They just don't really go about it in the same way. So they're all trying to fix the family and keep it together. They just don't all know how to do that. So because it's a fractured family, and they have an odd way of attempting to fix it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is this one probably leave the kiddies at home for and go on a date or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly just there's a lot of adult language.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say there's like the content is terribly like racy or exciting, like
Yeah.
whoa, I can't believe they're discussing that. It's more like how they're discussing it with all the F-bombs.
And the A's.
And the A's. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the cast. Who's in it? Who gets all? Are you both in it? Or?
We're both in it.
We play sisters.
We do play sisters.
Aw.
And there's a third sister that
She's not important.
Don't even need to name her, do we?
she is played by Leah Christine.
Who is awesome.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
She's
important, her character.
she played Ophelia in Hamlet,
Yeah.
if you saw that. So there's the three sisters. My sister is married to Aaron Henry's character, Junior.
The sister that you play.
The sister that I play, not my sister. The sister that I play is married. And then their parents are played by Kelly Tatum and Rob Anderson. I'm gonna miss somebody. I know I am.
Well, then there's the criminal element, right? The two
Yep.
guys that kind of come in and bring crime into this
really?
drama.
That messes it all up. Okay.
And that is Dave Warg, who has been in several Black Dirt Theater productions. A wonderful actor. And then Stevie, his son, is played by Zach Filkins, who's also been in several Black Dirt Theater shows and improv, and really solid performer.
Awesome.
And then we have the cops.
The cops.
Can't forget the cops.
Can't forget the cops.
We have your sister.
My
your
actual sister.
She's
The
your
real
real deal
one.
sister.
Yeah. Some people might remember from Sound of Music. She was Maria in Sound of Music when we did that here.
And her partner is Tom Sorensen.
Tiso.
Tiso.
It wouldn't be a real play
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
world.
think you're allowed to do a show in Hastings without Tom.
Without Tom.
I think you're right. Totally right about that. And I really hope his name is Tiso now, because I love that.
He's gonna hate
And
that.
Tom, you should legally
mad.
change your name
Can
to
you
Tiso.
turn the Tiso part of this into a meme?
I think we need to, yes.
Into a little
We'll
gif.
put a little graphic right there, a little ding.
Yeah.
Tiso. Right there.
He's gonna be so mad.
Yes. Oh, Tom. So you guys have been rehearsing for. I'm pretty busy, I'd imagine. With it's like 8 days away now.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking.
Yeah.
So how's that been going? How's that been going?
Good.
There's a lot of challenges since we're new and we don't have a lot of resources built up yet. So simple things like other groups would probably already have, like platforms, we don't have yet. So we had to build them.
Or
You could just cast taller people.
Yeah, lights.
We thought about that, but Kailyn is too much of an asset.
Oh, that's very nice. You're so nice to me today.
Wow, way to go. That's a good leader, like defending. Yes.
You're awesome too.
Thanks for the afterthought.
I'm glad that we can put some positive notes down too. That's good. Let's work on that.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And so 8 days away, and you're ready to go, and it's at the Hastings Arts Center.
It is.
I understand. New spot this time around. So you're excited for that?
Yeah. Yes, very.
It's such a beautiful space.
It's gorgeous.
It is a great space.
There's always challenges with doing theater in a non-traditional theater space.
Yeah. But so I did this insane thing where I decided to be in the show, direct the show, design the set, and all of it.
And bring the snacks.
Well, yeah. No,
Jeez.
I don't have to bring the snacks,
Oh, that's
thank
nice.
God. Somebody else brings the snacks. But so I feel like this has been, I'm excited for it to open, is what I'm feeling right now.
I'd agree.
Get
I'm
this
only
thing.
in it and producing it.
Yeah,
so.
no big deal. Yeah, I think just as being as small as we are all taking on a lot of roles. So, you know, like you don't just get to like go to rehearsal and go home.
No, you don't.
You guys are cracking the whip, huh?
Yeah, on ourselves.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah. You know, trying to
Yeah.
figure out what the best timeline and way to market is. And, you know, there's
Yeah.
all these little pieces that, you know, normally you wouldn't have to worry about if you were just in it or if you were just producing. There's, you know, a couple layers.
Well, I want you to put your sales hats on, and for those watching, if you had to tell them why they need to come see this play, why should they come see this play? Why do they need to come see Escape from Happiness?
Oh, you don't
And
have
go.
to. Oh, no. I think it is genuinely one of the funniest shows I've ever been a part of. I think like both in quantity and actual level of funniness. So like the amount of laughs and the heartiness of the laughs produced. It is so funny, and it really does touch on some important themes, I think, and meaningful points that are all relatable and you can connect with. And you know, we're heading into springtime. We're ready to let go of winter. Like, come have fun with us, laugh, and enjoy some genuinely powerful performances. Really, really well done performances by some actors you probably know.
Very cool. That's a good pitch.
Thanks.
Caitlin, your turn.
Oh, dang. I agree with all of that. I mean, I don't think I've ever laughed so hard in a rehearsal as in this rehearsal. Probably my biggest pitch for this would be the performers in it. There's just such solid performers, and Libby, who hasn't been on stage for a while, who's awesome and plays a huge, like, the center of this family, this, you know, linchpin of this family, and the story. And it's so fun to see you actually be on stage. Yeah, so I mean, and one of the things that's great about doing a company model like we do, where we audition basically for the whole year, is you build a camaraderie and like relationships. It's not like you audition, you meet people, you do a show, and then you leave. We're all really good friends, and most of us have worked together for 4 or 5 years, 6 years, some of us. So that's, I mean, I think that's really built into the show.
The chemistry is incredible.
Yeah, and yeah, you can feel that there's a lot of trust and a lot of love, and yeah.
It's so good.
And a lot of laughs.
So-
it sounds
And a
like.
lot of laughs, yes.
Well, for those that are watching this and would like to enjoy some laughs themselves and see this play, where can they get tickets and more information on this?
LuminTheaterLab.com.
LuminTheaterLab.com, Lumin.
Lumin.
Awesome. How much are the tickets, by the way?
Oh, that's a long story.
Oh, really?
It seems like it would be simple. We decided to go with a sliding scale ticket pricing for this show, which means you can pay anything from $9 per ticket to $39 per ticket.
Or more.
If you want to pay more, you can pay more.
I suppose, yeah. You're not going to
9,000.
turn them down.
No.
To 9,000.
But and you'll see there's a little description when you go to buy tickets, but you pick the range that you're comfortable with, you enter your ticket price, and you order your tickets.
And it's all up to you to choose what you want. It's not like a more expensive ticket gets you a better seat. It's all general admission. It's really just about, you know, how much do you want to pay for the show?
Cool. Very cool.
$9,000 probably.
$9,000, of course. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. All right. Well, you can pay $9,000 for your ticket at LuminTheaterLab.com. Again, we're with the co-founders of Lumin Theater, Libby Waslick and Kailyn Weber. Ladies, thank you for coming in and sharing all your fun stuff about this fun play.
Thank you,
you.
Tom.
Good to have you. All right. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time.